Okay, so what we're actually going to work on today is some of the 2v2 stuff that happens. Now, a lot of the time, what we're seeing, and this is both in 5 and 12, is on the 2 versus 2, people are here. We're very much focused on what's going on in front of them. Now, when you're actually on a rail in a 2v2, and this is really, really important for how we're going to do the 12s, because we're going to be breaking them through, and again, I'm hoping that all of you at some point have seen the tactics, read them online, etc. Your clubs have shared them with you, all you come from the national trainings. So the vanguard will be breaking through here. Now, that doesn't mean that the 2 at the side are not going to be doing anything. When we're in this position, Barney can't really initiate on Kai in the 12. This is too tight. But I can help Barney. So from here, one of the most simple ways I can do this, and this is what we're going to be working on, if when we're here, I'm actually going to be interacting in this sort of position. This gives, and this is why I mentioned the humble bump, this gives Barney a humble bump in this sort of position. So now if I'm moving in, Kai might take a step back to try and hit me, which is better for me, and I might just have to accept I'm going to get hit. But it means that I can actually help Barney more. I can be in here, I can give a lot more pressure. What might happen is if I go to press in, Kai might press forward to himself. At which point, I've got 2 people. But this isn't too bad for me, because I can still press to assist Barney. I've just got the pressure with Kai as well. And then we're here. So we're going to start off walking this through as a drill before we do it as a game. So one team is going to initiate, and we're going to start off with very little resistance. I'm going to push in here. I'm going to push back here. Now, when I'm pushing, I'm using my elbow. Don't try using your hand. If I go to push my hand, I actually have very little strength, very little stability here. And he just does that, and I've got nothing. I tend to want to keep my sword up like this, elbow in, and I'm pressing, because even if we're here, I can go underneath, use my elbow like a spike, here. It gives you a lot of pressure, and when it comes to pinning someone to the list, I can press in with the elbow quite hard, like that, which obviously starts to push both up, makes him lighter, gives Barney a chance to move in. So we'll just go start with 2v2. I'm just going to push in to fall in flat, push Kyle away, Barney initiates a humble bump, and then we just reset. The other 2 are going to go. So once the other 2 have gone, and they've done it, I'll just apply light pressure to give Kyle the feeling, what it's like. Then once you've done that, then we just change places. And then we go again from here. Good point. Simple call, mine, yours. So if I'm initiating a humble bump here and I get it, I shout mine, 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 mine. Keep saying it. That lets my teammate know I don't need help. If it fucks up for whatever reason, this call is yours. Mine. I'll pass it over to the other guy. Thank you for pointing that out. Really simple call, yours, mine, yours, mine. It lets the person you're working with know whether you've been successful, and he doesn't have to worry about you, or whether you need help. Barney has noticed something, he pointed out. One thing that's happening now in this new game is we have to create a little bit of space. Because if I want to be able to actually get in on Barney's shoulder, well, Boas is here, or these 2 are all in this clusterfuck too much, I can no longer try and plan Martin. I can't interact with him here, that's all, and this is the problem. What this means is that the person on the list needs to be looking to create a bit of space. Now, he doesn't need to be like trying to hold them at arm's reach, he just elbows in space. If Barney's wrestling and he has this space going, then that means I have a shoulder here I can ram into to try and flatten him. Because remember, this was the first point of call. It's, if we're here, and we're at this point, we're kind of striking. Typically, people on the list end up kind of rattling a little bit first, they're usually the first ones. The second I see his shoulder, I want to be trying to assist Barney to get this quick takedown. That's the first point of call. If we end up in this game where we're really pressured, Barney needs to be looking to clear a bit of space so that I can either still try and press the shoulder flat, or kind of here, I need to be able to get underneath maybe. I can maybe put my arm so the sword's pointed down, but my elbow goes up, so it's literally the same thing. It's pressed. Or maybe, if Buhurt is coming in, I have to reach across and grab Martin's arm and drag Martin. And I can do that with this hand on this side. Now if you're on the other side, or I was left-handed, I have a buckler, I can pop it underneath quite easily. The problem is if I have a sword, I can't necessarily do this very easily. That's really difficult, and you're likely to end up stabbing this guy in the face. So don't do it. But I could still invert my sword arm and get my arm in, or this hand could grab hold of his leaf here and do that, because even if Buhurt was pushing, I could let Buhurt push it to a certain extent if I'm trying to move back pretty fast. Because the point is I'm trying to help drag Martin down. But what we're going to do for the next drill is we're going to be putting pressure in, and there's going to be doing a bit of hand fighting, where Barney's going to be trying to create space for me to actually get pressure on, in this case Martin, or get Martin over here to two-handed so he's holding like this. If Martin had a one-hander instead, Barney's going to create space that I can maybe snatch hold of his sword, snatch hold of his arm, and pull back. So this drill, we're going to be pressing into each other. The person on the list is going to be looking elbows in to create space so that I can then interact. Because if these two just immediately try and wrestle each other, that becomes a one-on-one that I should help with. And it's a team sport. So at this point, I can't do much. And if Buhurt is trying to wrestle me, I can't necessarily even hit him. Even if Buhurt was step back trying to hit me, you imagine he had a pole arm or something, what it becomes is I hit Martin, Buhurt hits Barney. I hit Martin, Buhurt hits Barney. And you often see that happen in 12s and 30s. If these two choose not to wrestle or engage each other, it becomes a game of who can hit whose teammate the hardest. While these two poor people on the list are wrestling, these two are just exchanging blows, going, I hit yours hard, you hit mine, until somebody falls. And that's just not nice. Yeah? And so, these two will wrestle, pressure. Barney is going to create the space so that I can interact.